Good Monday morning, everybody. Do you remember in this last video we was fishing and I was telling you some updates? Remember I said I had to take my car to get it serviced for the first time? Well, we did. We get down there, they rotated the tires, they changed the oil, gave it a check, and come to find out I have a coolant leak. Yeah, they're like, we don't know how that happened, but you can bring it by anytime, at least that's what I heard, and we will fix the coolant leak with a new hose. So that's what I'm doing this morning. Bright and early, instead of walking right off the bat, I'm headed down to the place I bought the car. I'm going to say, hey, fix my hose. And they got to do it quick too, because we got things. Okay, I'm back many hours later from the last vlog entry. Oh, I'm here to tell you, I am very disgusted at this moment. Something as simple as a coolant leak, just a hose, took over 3 hours. It cost my wife being late for work and cost me being late. Yeah. Okay, let's start from the beginning, okay? It was time to get our oil changed, and we went down there and got the oil changed. Everything was awesome. They changed the oil, they rotated the tires, and went through the car with a fine-tooth comb. It was the first checkup. Okay, it took 46 minutes. Yeah, I was counting. I got a thing for time, okay, but that's not what this video is about. 46 minutes, and he told us, like, look, don't know how this happened. It's rare, but you got a coolant leak. We would have fixed that today, but we don't have a hose. Come back tomorrow or any day, and we'll get you in and out of here in 30 minutes tops. So what we did this morning was, we're like, okay, we got a little time. I won't walk right now. You know, I'll walk later after the work thing and all that stuff is over. And my wife didn't have to be at work until 9:30. So we're like, you know, we'll get down there right at 7 a.m. Right at 7 a.m. And that's what time the garage opened. So we was one of the very first people there. Get in. It's like, well, are we able to? He's like, sure, you get it done. Yeah. How long would it take? He says, well, give us a few minutes to get things opened up and get things ready. Well, maybe 40 minutes tops. Took over 3 hours. 3 freaking hours. You know, the place, I'm not going to tell you where I went, where I bought my car, which you probably know. It's not a bad place. They're friendly. It's clean. The atmosphere is just phenomenal. And they're awesome. But what the heck happened? I mean, how did it go from 40 minutes to over 3 hours is what I'd like to know. My wife had to call in late. I had to call in late. We both were late. You know, she was an hour late. Me, well, about a half an hour to 15 minutes to a half an hour late. Of course, what I do is not that important as her job is. I mean, I could miss a day if I had to, no biggie. Well, these things do happen, and I don't want to sound like I'm griping too much, but 3 hours. I mean, he says it's a simple fix, real easy. Took him 46 minutes to rotate tires, change oil, and go through the car with a fine-tooth comb. But yet, for a simple fix that he said, it took over 3 hours. That makes me scared, because the whole time I'm sitting there, and I mean, I'm not sitting there saying, oh my God, you know, they better hurry up, blah, blah, blah. I'm sitting there like, do they find another problem? Do they run into problems when it is fixed? Or am I going to be sure it's fixed? Because, guys, I'm going on vacation. October 4th is my first day of my vacation. I plan on taking little Sparky here everywhere. I mean, we're headed to Brown County this vacation. One of them days we're going to Brown County, and that's over 100 miles away. I hope little Sparky's doing okay. And then I'm going to tell you one more thing, then we'll end the video, because if not, I'd be here all day. While we was waiting, we seen another little black spark car come out, okay, and they parked it. Immediately, I told Angie, I was like, Angie, that's our car. That's our car. It's ready. And it's been about 2 hours of waiting at this time. And Angie looks over. She's like, no, it's not our car. I said, yeah, it is. It's a black little spark car like ours. She's like, look at the front. It don't have the license thing cover where we bought it from. That one has nothing. Ours does. I was like, oh. and I knew the lady. I mean, I didn't know the lady, but the lady, one of the women in there, was the one that owned that Spark. If I knew she owned a Spark, brand new like mine, she must have been coming in for her first oil change. I would have talked to her. We would have had Spark talk. Yeah, Spark talk. Well, guys, it took over 3 hours. I don't know. Maybe it was a difficult fix after all. But holy, that was a long wait. It cost my wife over an hour late from work. Me, mine don't worry about it. It does not hurt me, but it can hurt her. So guys, we'll talk to you tomorrow. Come on, let's get out of here. Leave me down in the comments. How long have you ever actually had to wait for a vehicle to get fixed while you're sat there in the waiting room?